The Manic Trout Facebook Live Friday. This is episode number 12, where we're going to have the show and tell for the new collection. It's kind of what get everything started with the live Facebook videos, and I think they're ultra fun because it gives me a chance to try on the new jewelry so you can see it on a real live, very short person. If you don't know who I am, my name is Sierra Bailey, and I am the designer, maker, owner, everythinger here at Manic Trout, and on Fridays, I go live on Facebook. It gives you a chance to hear stories from me about the company if you're curious of what goes on here. And it gives me a chance to, like I said, try the jewelry on so you can kind of see it on a real person. So, the new collection, as I've been giving hints and peeks, and it has released now on manictrout.com, is a sea glass collection. And I'm really excited about this collection. I love gemstones, and I primarily work with them. However, I got into this sea glass obsession, and then I found out that there's a way that they now actually kind of make sea glass, and it sounds kind of cheesy, but it actually is a lovely way that they, good afternoon, Barbara, that they do it. And it is velvety, and it is gorgeous, and it is saturated in colors, and I am so smitten. And I knew as soon as I got some samples of it that I immediately had to make a collection. So if you've been following along with Manic Trout for a while, you know that I do 4 collections a year, and sometimes some mini ones sprinkled in. And the collection that this is the late summer collection, so it's a 12-piece collection, and it is basically all focused, everything like matches and is the same theme genre. They are all part of the Girl in the Sea, that is the official name of the collection, and there are 4 colors. Each one is offered with a necklace, earrings, and bracelet that complement one another, if not directly match, and that is what I'm going to be trying on for you today. I also, however, I like to tell stories and talk about things in these videos. So I want to talk a little bit about those of us that are artists, designer, makers for a commercial sense. So my background is in the arts. I went to art school for actually computer animation, and I somehow ended up in jewelry because I like to make it. There's a very big difference for those of us that create art for the sake of creating art and those of us that create art to sell art. It's a little bit like selling your soul. It's a little hard. And I'm not saying that, we all need to be given pats on the back and reaffirmed. But, the creatives, we're sensitive types in some ways. So we do kind of need the pats on the back and the being told that people actually like our stuff and what we're making, because we are making a living off of this thing that we love to do, and it's kind of our gift to the world is to create for you and to make beautiful things for you. So I'm going to give a little PSA now, and I'm going to say this because there's a story that has stuck so strongly with me of a local clothing designer here in Austin who opted to close her business a few years ago because I think it just wasn't making enough money to support the business, and it wasn't something that it was killing her basically, and not really, but And so when she closed the business, there was this whole wave of people that came forth and talked about how sad they were and how much they love her work. And she wrote a very heartfelt and I have goosebumps right now talking about this. She wrote this post that said basically like, thank you everybody, but where have you been? And that to me was like, wow, that says so much for those of us that are makers, because sometimes it's like you're making stuff and nobody says anything, and you're like, do people like it? Am I putting a gift out there for you that is wanted or not? And that is, I've been in business long enough that I know kind of what the Trouties like, and you guys are awesome about saying things, but I just wanted to put out there that if you know people that are creative, and if you know people that are starting businesses and make things, even if you're not going to buy their things for whatever reason, be it an economic reason, be it maybe the sizing doesn't work, maybe, it's just not your style, but you really think it's pretty, let them know. Because it's really important to people that are creative for a business to know that they're at least making things that people are responding to. If you don't like it, you could let them know that either. That's not very nice, really. Just keep, that to yourself. Silence makes them feel that they are not liked. So there you go. So that being said, I wanted to just kind of take an opportunity to say that all of us that make things for a living, it's even if you're not selling things, it still feels good to know that people are being touched by what you make, that it's making a difference in their life. They see it, they smile. That's awesome. So enough about that. Go tell a designer you think they're awesome. What I would like to talk about now are the colors of the new collection. So if you watched last week, every Friday I go live at about 1 p.m. Central here on the Facebook page. And I gave a little sneak peek in like the longest video ever last week. I apologize about that. I shut it off and I was like, goodness, I hardly talked at all. And then I was like, oh, I went on and on and on. That was horrible. So I'm going to try to be a little quicker this week and respectful of your time. But I gave a peek of this color, which is the Morella, which has a beautiful bottle green. Also, I've gone back to the orientation of the video this way because it makes my sneak peeks, this kind of thing, easier. But these have the gorgeous, they call it the Coke Bottle Light Aqua on the bottom, the emeraldy, shamrocky grass green on the top, so pretty. And there is a bracelet, which is very similar in the style in this collection. And the earrings. So with the earrings for this collection, I didn't want to make them like exact copies this time. I wanted them to kind of be a nod to it. I'm really short, as I say all the time, so the earrings, they kind of hit a little bit. I was talking about last week that I actually got smaller glass for the top ball than I originally had planned. They came in and they look lovely. I'm very happy with them. But they're still kind of long, so I guess I would envision more of a wear the bracelet with the earring type thing, maybe not the earring and the necklace. So I wanted it to kind of be a nod. They do still match, but like the green, see, it's a little bit different, a little hard to tell, but a little bit different. That is the Morella. The second color combo is quite exciting, some of you Travies, because many of you love the pink and red combo. We have a beautiful cherry red. This is the Daria. And the pink on the top. And again, also a bracelet that goes with it in this one. And, ooh. So in this one, oh, I should put these on. In this one, I will say this is probably the combo that the earrings and the necklace are the least perfect match. So I went with a little bit darker red for the earrings, and I enjoy that. I mean, people point out that I always design jewelry that looks like candy. These look so much like candy, but I love them for it. It's awesome. So the red is a little bit darker, but still very cherry red. It just kind of against skin looks a little darker. Aren't they so fun though? I love the pink and red. So this is the Daria combination. Note on the bracelets for this collection, and I think as last week, I can slide them on a little bit. I went a little bit on the bigger side. I feel like I kind of bounce around back and forth. I make the jewelry here, so I say this all the time to those of you that watch the videos, that please know that if you ever want anything longer, I can do extensions for the necklaces. I can make them longer. For the bracelets, I can make them longer and shorter. It's really hard to, I've tried to do like offering a few sizes of bracelets and it confused people, and it's really hard to find that perfect bracelet length, so I kind of alternate between the 6.5, 7.5, 8.5. So this season I went a little bit big on the bracelet. So if you want a smaller size, it's really easy with these. I just do one less bead. Not a problem. Just request that at checkout. And I kind of feel evil in this collection because it was hard because there were being glass. There were so many beautiful colors to choose from. And I was kind of evil to you guys because I think a lot of you are having a hard time. I've heard the rumbles choosing between the Morella and the Cedra because they're just, the blue and green people are usually like the same people, and these are so pretty. But I could not help myself because they're different. And then I was like going to mix the blue and green, but I really loved that Coke Bottle Aqua with the green, and I think this combo is probably like my favorite combo in life. The turquoise and the cobalt, oh, so good. Look, it looks good with this dress. So this is the Cedra, and it also, of course, has the bracelet and earrings. And I've mentioned this before, I'm really weird about putting earrings on it. It takes me a while, so I'm not going to put the earrings on. I'm going to hold them up all nice. There you go. And there's the bracelet. Very fun. I absolutely feel that this collection is a really fun one to mix and match too. If you like sets but don't necessarily want to go with a full set, or if you really can't make a decision, you could go with a bracelet of one, the necklace of the other. It is quite fun. See, like, oh, and then that could go. It's very fun, right? So, like I said, Cedra, the turquoise. And I have chosen to be consistent with my live video time, which is now at 1 p.m. I, however, love for you to engage in the conversation even after the video has aired live. So if you have comments, want to ask questions, things like that, please always comment in the video afterwards and we'll continue the conversation. I don't think I put this one on this week, did I? Oh, just that's so nice. I love it. So the necklaces are 19.5 inches. I find that they are a little more generous in length than kind of the normal, like the princess length or something. But again, connectors, extenders, which connect. So the way I make an extender is that I would give you, it would be a length of chain and it would have a clasp and another one of these closed rings, and you would just kind of clip them backwards to them to extend them, and you can adjust the length. So if you need one of those, just let me know in the comments. I like to make sure that things fit you, but I do find that 19.5 is a great length. Everybody remember, I'm only 5'2", so I'm very short here when I'm showing things. And then the necklace I started out in today was the Cordelia. So everybody's really excited about the colors. And I mean, I can see why they're gorgeous colors, but I really enjoy the black and white one. I mean, call it my Wilma Flintstone obsession, but I mean, I think that this, first of all, looks great with the red, but it would look fantastic with a lot of the summer, either the summer brights or like, let's say you're wearing like a graphic top and then like white jeans, because the people in the South just are obsessed with white jeans. I live in Texas, So these are all, the black and white kind of gives you a neutral option that goes with lots of other things, but all of these colors, I mean, they really just go great with summer. I'm going to put them back on the busts. Now, I also want to point out, time-sensitive thing I'm about to say. These stay up on Facebook for a long time, so I'm really sorry if you're watching this after June 11th. But if you were watching this before June 11th and you order something from manictrout.com, you can type in Seaglass, SEAGLASS, all one word, all lowercase, and get 20% off on the new collection. Like I said, many apologies if it's after June 11th because this expires on that day. But I wanted to make sure that you got the code, and to stay on top of codes, I do send one once a month in the newsletter that you can sign up for on manictrout.com. Well, everybody, I'm trying to, like I said, keep this one short because last week's went on and on and on. What we learned today was how fun the new Sea Glass collection is, The Girl in the Sea. We also learned that if you know an artist, let them know their work is lovely. Even it doesn't matter if you're not going to buy it, just let them know how awesome it is. It will make their day, I promise. And if you enjoy my ramblings in these videos and Manic Trout, please make sure that you are friends or follow along with the Manic Trout page. If you're watching this, you are actually watching it on the Facebook page, and you just have to click on the little picture of me with the necklace on. And you might be able to like it from this, but I'm not going to say you can like it from the post. But if you click up on that thing, it will take you to the Manic Trout Facebook page, and you can follow along. I'm also on Instagram at Manic Trout, of course, and on Twitter. Why, thank you, Melissa. I appreciate that. Melissa said that it's truly awesome, and that is just awesome to hear. I've had a lot of coffee today, you guys, like a lot, as one should on a Friday afternoon. Thank you, as always, for following along today. I appreciate when you tune in and see what's going on in the land of Manic Trout. Right now, it's all about the sea glass. Very excited. I love the new collection. I hope you do too. And mwah! See, we can make emojis come to life. And I hope you'll come back next Friday at 1 p.m. Central on the Manic Trout Facebook page. In the meantime, please join in the conversation. Leave comments. I'd love to get to know new Trouties. And you can find everything I've talked about today at manictrout.com. Have a great weekend, Trouties. Thank you.